Hey guys, back with the 800cc lawn tractor. We've acquired some new parts, so we got a chain breaker, an idle pulley, a drive pulley, a spring, a shaft collar, connecting links for the chain, miscellaneous nuts and bolts. We got some fuel line, and we got a drive belt. So, let's get right into it. Where we left off from the last episode, we got the engine into the tractor here. And now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be finding the placement of the motor and the jack shaft. So our next step here is to align the sprocket here with the jack shaft that's going to go right behind the motor, somewhere in here. And that's going to hold our sprocket and our drive pulley, which then will go and drive the rear pulley. So once we get that lined up, we're going to tack the motor into place. We're going to mock up the jack shaft and then make sure the chain fits, make sure the pulley and the belt fits, and then we might try to start this thing today. Alright, so I brought the handy dandy welder out here. We're going to need to weld a couple things. So first, we have this collar, which is a 1 1/4 inch inner diameter here. And we're going to be welding it to this pulley since Harbor Freight did not have a pulley with a 1 1/4 inch inner diameter. So this fits over the jack shaft, and then this pulley will fit onto here. So it's a pretty flush mount, so it should kind of line up. Safety glasses engage. So that's one thing we'll have to be careful of when welding, because I accidentally welded where we don't want a weld. Let's try this again. Alright, so the next thing that we have to weld is, this is the original sprocket that came off of the bike. So this has the correct pitch sprocket. This sprocket I got at a swap meet, and it's not the correct one. So what we're going to do is we're just going to lay that right on top, roughly where it should be lined up, and then weld that. So I'm going to take the drill with a sanding bit, clean up the metal here, and we'll get welding. So let's see, before we hardcore weld this, let's throw a bear. Yeah, all this stuff is aluminum, unfortunately. Hey guys, if you made it this far into the video, consider subscribing, because this project is going to be pretty cool. So we're going to be taking a chunk out of this mower deck in order to use it as a bracket for our jack shaft. So let's get it chopping, shall we? Nice, so we got our little bracket here. We'll have to clean it up, and because it's really sharp, and we don't want this edge right here. So let's put it in the vise, clean up a bit. I mean, it's still kind of sharp, but I mean, once it's in place, that's gonna be the end of it. Alright guys, big update on the 800cc pulling tractor. So what we did is we wired up the motor, we put the exhaust on, and big step now, we put the jack shaft underneath. So that's one less step, one less complicated step out of the way. Let me take you under there. Alright, so there she is. So we have a 42 tooth sprocket. The pulley is right there. That's going to go back to the transaxle pulley. Then we have our first bearing here. Then if I squeeze under a little bit more, we have our second bearing right here. So it's pretty solid. I kind of tested it out a little bit. As for this guy, the green piece here that I cut out of the back of a lawnmower deck, it's there, it's strong enough. We'll find out. But anyway, let's start this thing up and show you that it works. First, I want to show you kind of the dealio to start her up. So I'm gonna need an air box. I put this air box on here for the back carb, and it seems to be running a lot better. So what I have to do is, like, if I really want to rev it up, I'll just cover the hole here a little bit and allow more gasoline to flow into the carburetor. But what I'm going to try to do is get the old one off of the frame here. It just seems that the screws are stripped, so we'll make sure to get those out. Anyway, key on. We are in neutral. Do have to plug the clutch in. Or, I'm sorry, push the clutch in. And let's let her rip. So just real quick, it sounds much better with the air boxes on, or air box and half a carb covered. Just really listen to that rumble. So that was a first test run. So in the next video, what we're gonna try to work on here is this pulley is gonna need some sort of tensioner. So I have this pulley here. Unfortunately, I think this is too big to really fit in there. I don't think I'll be able to put it through all the gears where this has to go. So I'm gonna try to check Tractor Supply for a smaller pulley, and then we'll try to mock something up, and it should go like somewhere right over there-ish. It's gonna push it this way. But yeah, so I'm super excited to get this thing driving. Stopping, you don't need that. Driving though, be pretty sweet. At least on the jack stands as it sits right now, just to see those wheels start spinning, because like I said, either last video or this video, I'm an electrical engineer. So I mean, I don't know too much about any mechanical stuff. Run what you brung. If it breaks, you just fix it and then you move on to the next thing until it keeps breaking. Alright guys, so that's going to end it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. There's going to be more of this tractor in the future. Leave a comment down below if you have any concerns, or if I'm doing something wrong, maybe you could help me out. Just leave a comment down below. Much appreciado. So anyway guys, we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.